What's up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890 back with another edition of In the Lab. Now, with this one, I got 3 topics for you guys, but before I get started with these topics, I would like to address something that I saw last night. I saw a review by Big Rat 310. He did the review of Night of Champions, and it was 30 seconds long. Just shit all over it, saying it was horrible and all this, and saying all the endings to the match. And I will agree that, the finish to this was absolutely ridiculous. It was just horrible. But, giving that match, that main event, a 1.5 stars, and then after like, right next to it saying that's very generous, come on. I'm sorry, but I think Big Rat 310 is the most over-exaggerating shooter on all of YouTube. I think he goes off, instinct only, and doesn't really, I don't think he really thinks about what he's going to do or say before he does it, and sometimes makes himself look like an idiot. So, I don't dislike the guy, really. Sometimes I see some of his videos and I'm just like, really, dude, come on. You're blowing it out of proportion, and you sound pretty stupid. But I wanted to hit that first. The next thing I want to talk about is actually the overbooking. A lot of overbooking that's been going on in WWE. I know they're really trying a lot of different things right now, but that ending to Night of Champions was really bad. I'm not going to sit here and say the rest of that show was bad, because I actually thought some of the matches were very entertaining. Very good. I think the 4-way was good. I thought, the tag match was good until the ending with that. This wasn't horrible. Big Rat 310 saying that it was the worst pay-per-view other than TNA's whatever one it was that Sting and Jeff Hardy was the main event. I don't see that. I don't think it's, and I'm not some kind of WWE mark. I'm not really. I'm more in the middle of everything. I feel like this wasn't a bad pay-per-view, and I think that main event was 4-star quality, even with all that stuff that happened, at the end. Giving it a 1.5 stars and saying very generous, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that are was going to pick on people for star ratings, but that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. That match was great up until the end, and just because all that stuff that happened at the end doesn't mean you take away 3-something stars just because of that. The match still ended. It still had a very good, all the way, it was most likely 15, close to 20 minutes of actual match. You can't rob, a match of how good it is just because of that little tiff at the ending. Yeah, it took it from maybe being a really good 4.5 star type match if they would actually wrestled that last 10 minutes and just keeping it at 4. But there's no way I would give that just 1.5 stars. You're absolutely crazy. But the overbooking, it's happened. With these pay-per-views, it's happening on Raws. Just getting off the air with Raw. All the stuff that's going on with Raw with the firing of Miz and Truth. I'm understanding, this is probably some storyline, but just interested to see what they're doing here, and using Punk in a face roll. Just interesting to see what they're doing here with a lot of different things. I do really enjoy this Divas angle they're doing here. With Kelly and just continually having her beat Beth and all the the actual women wrestlers. I think that's a really good storyline. I think that's pissing people off, but I understand it. I understand what's going on, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a good idea to continue to have this, and then eventually lose and have some kind of respect angle, where they get to this point where they're like, oh, she continues to beat us, and then we're just like, we have to respect her, we have to say that she's improved and gotten better. And I will say, Kelly's gotten a lot better, and I think that's something that deserves a mention. A lot of people are still hating on her, but I think she's a lot better in the ring than, a lot of people give her credit for now. So, the whole booking, everything that they're doing, trying to do way too much, I understand that, but they have good intentions. They're trying to get things going. The big thing I wanted to mention about this was, with this Raw coming up, with that pay-per-view, yeah, it was kind of crazy, a lot of stuff that happened. I didn't think it was, the pay-per-view was horrible, but the one thing that it did for me was, I had to see Raw this week, and for a lot of people, this Monday there was a lot of stuff going on. Monday Night Football, and I know some wrestling fans do, some wrestling fans don't, but they don't just watch wrestling. They have other shows they watch. The premiere of Two and a Half Men was tonight, and then Dancing with the Stars was tonight as well. So they're trying to draw in ratings, and that makes a lot of sense to with the pay-per-view at the end of that. I know it's crazy, but for me, I really wanted to see what they were going to do with this whole situation. It really drew me into watching Raw, and I think that was a smart move. So for people to sit out there and say that was just absolutely stupid as a whole, Oh, I'm getting a text from J-Man. Hold on. Yeah, me and him were texting about this whole situation going on here. I was after that misfire, and I was just like, what? What the f? I had no idea what was going on. We're still talking about it. We're trying to figure out, what's going on. Me and Jay, man, we've been texting back and forth through Raw, but pretty crazy stuff. I don't know where they're going, but like I said, it made me want to watch Raw, and that was a smart move. But the booking is just they're way overbooking. If you get what I'm saying. The next thing I want to hit, topic 2, is NXT this season ever going to end? It feels like this has been going forever. I don't watch any of it. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for the next season to start because there's a lot of talent that I want to see, in this next season. I almost get the feeling that they're holding off on it because they're trying to pick up, more talent, more well-known talent to get this views. You'll get an indie view if in independent wrestling fans view. You put Tyler Black and you put Claudio on there. Hero hasn't signed or anything yet. I don't know what's going on with him, but you put Hero on, or if you get Hero, you put him on there. Put John Moxley on there. Richie Steamboat. I mean, I'm really interested to once they get this next season going, who they're going to put on there, and if it's some people I really want to see, I'll watch it. But right now, it's not interesting to me at all. I'm not interested in it at all. I have a funny video I've been thinking about doing. Things I'd rather do than watch NXT. I might do that here sometime soon. Just kind of a funny video I've been thinking about doing for a while. I might do that. But I just wanted to mention this topic because to me, I felt like the season just continually just goes over and over and over again, and nothing's getting resolved. Nobody's winning. I keep every results of it, but there's just no reason for me to watch because there's nobody I care about on there. They need the next season, and they need to put guys like Tyler Black on there, Seth Rollins, Moxley as Dean Ambrose, these guys, these indie guys, Claudio they signed. I mean, I want to watch NXT. I think the concept's good, but it's not drawing me in. I really haven't watched NXT since the first season, and I really haven't cared since the first season. So, I mean, I just wanted to mention that. Are you guys tired of NXT? Do you want it to be gone altogether? Another thing I wanted to mention was with the crossing of the brands, should they have another show, not NXT, just maybe just like FCW, just have FCW aired, on WWE programming, and then kind of work their way from there and have fans watch it and see who they like the most, and then kind of work their way up from there. Because I've seen some of the FCW stuff, and I think some of the stuff's pretty good. Some of the talent they have in there is really good. I think that it's interesting to see, since they're crossing the brands now, that if they would come up with another show, come up with another brand, and have their younger talent on it, and work their way up to the main roster, like a FCW, put them on television. I think that would be really interesting to see what they would do with that. So let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys, think they should start a new season or just drop it all together, you know what I mean? So my last topic, third topic for you guys. Ring of Honor is airing this weekend for us. I'm in the St. Louis area. We get to see Ring of Honor's first, aired show at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Now, it's good because nobody, has anything to do that late. I'm always up that late anyway. I'm a night owl type guy. I stay up that late anyway. So it doesn't matter for me. I'm going to watch it anyway. But are these positionings for these spots just horrible? Are these going to really hurt Ring of Honor in the long run? Because I know fans are going to, die-hard indie fan, die-hard Ring of Honor fans are going to watch these shows anyway. Or they're going to TiVo them or DVR them or whatever. To me, I mean, it's good that they're on television, but this late, the late timing, you're not gonna catch a casual viewer, on there and see it. I think the big thing that they need to do is, in the beginning, is capitalize on the guys who've already been on television. Get them seen, get them out there with commercials and different stuff. Get World's Greatest, on commercials. Jay Lethal, some of these guys that are more well-known guys, and be like, oh yeah, he used to wrestle for WWE. Maybe we'll check that out, and then maybe people will DVR it or something, or something like that, or try to stay up and catch it. But I'm very interested. I'm excited to see these first episode that they did here. I'm not really quite sure which one's airing first. I think it's the tag team titles in the main event one, I believe. I'm not quite sure how they're doing it. They might have changed it. I don't know. But I'm very interested to see what they're going to do here in the future. It's just, I'm glad to just see Ring of Honor on television. That's my main thing about that. Losing a lot of talent, with, I don't know where Hero's going, Claudio's gone, Cole Cabana's not wrestling for him right now, so I don't really know where they're going from here, but definitely interested to check that out. Definitely, I would tell you guys to check it out. It's for us in St. Louis. It's like I said, Saturday at 1 in the morning. But they have if you go to, I think 411 Mania has a list of the viewings where in certain places where it's going to be. So go check that out if you guys want to find it. So that's all I got for my 3 topics, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all of those. Like I said, the overbooking in WWE. Just the ridiculousness of just some shooters, man. Just things that they say and don't really think about the future and don't really pay, just kind of shoot the gun about things, and don't, are kind of hypocrites about certain things. I'm not just aiming that at just one person. There's numerous people that do that, and I just sometimes just be like, oh, that's a good video, and the next one they do, I'm just like, man, what are you doing? You sound like a complete idiot. You make yourself sound good, and then you make yourself sound just completely idiotic. And then, the last thing with Ring of Honor, if you guys are going to check it out, TiVo it, won't stay up if you're willing to check it out or not. So let me know about those topics, guys. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Thanks.